1. Greeting. Music starts, tense, atmospheric, with a low hum. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this, it means you understand that the serene beauty of our sky hides incredible power. This week, we're tracking the sun's every move, because it's preparing to send some very challenging space weather our way. 2. Intriguing Hook Earth's magnetic shield is about to be tested. After a turbulent period, the sun is not quieting down as much as we'd hoped. Instead, it's sending a series of complex and unpredictable energy waves toward us. This week will bring geomagnetic surprises, with a midweek surge that demands our attention. We are not in for a quiet ride. Darboon. 3. General forecast for the week. This week is best described as deceptive. It starts with the lingering effects of a weekend storm, followed by what looks like a brief calm. But don't be fooled. A second, more potent wave of energy is forecast to hit us. We'll see a mix of everything. The tail end of a coronal mass ejection, CME, the influence of a coronal hole, and then a period of unsettling calm before another pulse. This is a week of geomagnetic whiplash. 4. Scientific primer. Short. For our new viewers, let's quickly recap. A magnetic storm is a major disturbance of Earth's magnetosphere, our planet's protective magnetic bubble. These storms happen when the sun ejects a huge cloud of plasma, a coronal mass ejection, CME, or sends us a high-speed stream of particles from a coronal hole. We measure the intensity of these storms using the KP index, which runs from 0, calm, to 9, extreme. When the KP index hits 5 or more, we're in storm territory. This corresponds to the G scale, from G1, minor, to G5, extreme. A G1 storm can cause weak power grid fluctuations and minor impacts on satellite operations. A G5 storm, that can cause widespread voltage control problems and cripple GPS and communication systems. Now, let's look at the calendar. 5. Magnetic storm calendar for the week. Main block. Monday, November 17th. The week begins on high alert. We're expecting a continuation of the weekend's activity. Forecasts point to a possible G1 minor storm, with a KP index hovering around 4.7 to 5. This is due to the lingering effects of a recent CME, coupled with incoming particles from a coronal hole high-speed stream. For many, this will feel like a day of low energy, potential headaches, and a general sense of unease. It's the opening act, and the tension is already palpable. Tuesday, November 18th, the most dangerous day. This is the day we need to watch closely. After Monday's instability, Tuesday is predicted to bring a new surge in geomagnetic activity. Forecasts suggest this could be the most challenging day of the week, with the KP index potentially rising back into the G1 storm level, or even higher. This instability could impact cardiovascular and nervous systems, leading to fatigue, pressure changes, and disrupted sleep. All eyes are on the data, as this sudden spike could catch many off guard. Prepare for this to be the week's geomagnetic peak. Wednesday, November 19th, and Thursday, November 20th. And then, an almost eerie quiet. Following Tuesday's turbulent peak, the magnetic field is expected to stabilise significantly. We enter a geomagnetic quiet period, with the KPM index dropping to a calm 2 or 3. These are your windows of calm. Use these days to recover. However, don't get too comfortable. This is the calm between the waves, not the end of the storm. Friday, November 21st, and Saturday, November 22nd. Just as we settle into the quiet, a second pulse arrives. A minor disturbance is forecast for the weekend, pushing the KP index back up to around 4. This won't be as intense as Tuesday's event, but it's enough to disrupt the peace. Think of it as a significant aftershock. Those who are sensitive will certainly feel this shift, a return of mild headaches, fatigue, or irritability. It's the sun's reminder that it's still active. Sunday, November 23rd. The week finally concludes with a return to stability. The magnetic field is forecast to become stable and quiet, with the KP index settling back down to a peaceful level of 2. The cosmic storm will have passed, giving our planet's magnetic field and our bodies a chance to fully recover. 6. Possible consequences. For the meteorologically sensitive, this week will be a roller coaster. The peaks on Tuesday and again on Friday, Saturday could trigger migraines, dizziness, joint pain, and significant sleep disturbances. People with cardiovascular issues should be especially cautious during the first half of the week. Technologically, the G1 storm levels expected on Monday and Tuesday could cause minor problems for satellite operations, including GPS and GLONASS, leading to brief inaccuracies. There is also a low risk of weak fluctuations in power grids in northern latitudes. Expect your GPS to be slightly less reliable on those days. Trafderdem den Boers 7. Practical recommendations for your health. 1. Hydrate. Drink more water than usual, especially on Monday and Tuesday. 2. Reduce load. Avoid intense physical and mental exertion during the storm peaks. 3. Limit stimulants. Cut back on caffeine and alcohol, as they can amplify the effects of the storm. 4. Stay informed. Keep an eye on the forecast as space weather can change rapidly. 5. Rest. Prioritize sleep even if it's difficult. Your body needs to recover. For technology and daily life. 1. Backup and navigation. If you're travelling on Tuesday, have a map or offline directions as a backup for your GPS. 2. Save your work. Be aware of the low but present risk of power fluctuations. Save important digital work frequently. 8. Important warning. Farewell. Remember, space weather forecasting is a developing science. This forecast is based on the best data available right now, but the sun can be unpredictable. Conditions can and do change. For the latest updates and to stay ahead of the cosmic tide, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. Stay safe and look up. Music fades out.